started the recording also so I cannot, I won't forget about it because sometimes I do. So we're going to do a little bit different than what you guys probably are normally used to. I already pre-recorded most of the black hat information, and I'm going to be posting it on the Facebook group. So if you're not in the Facebook group, well, I'll drop the link in there now. What's that? Oh, that one's not, is it? No. Advanced SEO group. I did that because I was really flustered last week, and so I did a pre-recording. Yeah, Jack, it's a new group. Okay, it's in the chat box. I did the pre-recording, so I really wanted to get all the information regarding the black hat information, and then tonight we're going to do more about automated programs. And then we're going to move into some 301s and how to backlink those. So the bulk of the black hat information is in a video that I have already recorded, and I made sure that I went over everything that I was going to. I'll show my screen. Let's see. So in the video, we have the donation links, we have the bait and switch, we have the 301 information, we have the dirty 301s, and I also put information about honeypot in there because I like to do a honeypot. And it's not like an in-depth video, but it goes over everything. So if you guys have any questions, definitely come to Thursday's webinar. And that link is also in the members page. And I dropped is that posted in the right group? No, this webinar 1 and webinar 2 information. It was posted in my Hangout Domination group. That's why it's in there. But the video itself will be in the advanced. Alan, go to... It's in the chat window. I'll send it again. It says send to all. Let me know that you got it. It's on the GoToWebinar where all the questions are at. Alan, are you on the Facebook group or you're on where the questions are at in the GoToWebinar? I think you're in this. Alan, I think you're in the Facebook group. Let me check. Let's see. Yeah, okay, then you're good. You're already in that group. Okay. So you can see I updated a lot today. I put the information for the double verified YouTube. The guy who I buy them from, I wrote out just a little sentence or two that you guys can send with him, and he'll give you the prices. I did that because he sells regular YouTube accounts, and then he sells the double verified. The double verified are the ones that I always buy, so that's why I have it listed as double verified. That way you can do live streaming. And then I posted the bonus video for the big YouTube image. And this is also in the members area. I believe Colin is updating that stuff today. I'll go add Jerry in there. John, I use YouTube Live, or sorry, John, I use Wirecast. I can always put a link to the Wirecast in here too. And then I uploaded the FCS duds. It's a text file of the ones that FCS does not post. Mainly the reason is because they can't, or they ban them, or they strip out the links. and then the FCS embeds, what ones you want to post on. That will give you the embeds basically. If I didn't approve you guys, I don't know who some of those people are. So if I didn't approve you, just like ding me, and then I'll approve you guys. John, I'm not talking about page authority pumping at all in this course. Basically what it is though is, I'll show you essentially like what it is, but I won't say how I do it, but I'll give you like a clue so you can get started in doing it. Anthony, that will be covered in the webinar 1 that I'm uploading tomorrow. That's the white hat stuff, okay? And then Ryan, I will cover that in the webinar 1 also, but I can tell you also, I do the uploading manually because Wirecast goes through YouTube Live, and I know Hangout Millionaire uses YouTube Live, so you could do that, but I don't do it. I mean, there's tons of people who do it. I just don't do it that way. I do it manually. Okay, so I'll give you guys the link first to the Black Hat video. I don't want you guys to watch this while I'm going over the automated programs, though. Otherwise, you're might get lost or you might miss some questions. But we'll put it in the chat box. You guys open it, then close it back up. Okay, just a second. I put the link to the YouTube video for the Black Hat. Can you guys let me know that you got that? I put it in the question box. Okay, guys, got it. But don't like watch it until I'm done with this. It's not going to be a very long night because it's pretty much about the automated programs. I wanted to show you guys some pretty neat things that I've been using. So we will go into first. Does anyone use XRunner? Because if no one uses XRunner, I don't even have to go over it really. XRunner is pretty basic. Okay, people are saying no. I have it. So Ryan has it, okay. Does anyone have Xenoposter? Xenoposter is like a program like iMacros. Let's see. It's a pretty neat program. The pricing on it, let me look. You can just so I have them all. Let me think. So the professional is $397, standard is $197, lights is $87. I think the light is 1 thread each. Yeah, it says 1 thread. I have 8 of the standard, which is 5 threads, but really 1 thread is actually would be fine if you wanted to get it. But I like it's a program that I use, so I wanted to see who had that. Okay, so no one has Xenoposter. There's one person that has XRunner. Does anyone use Money Robot? Okay. Ryan, okay, so a couple people are using Money Robot. Okay. Are your links getting indexed? Greg, are you using GSA or what are you using? I have them all, as I have them all going to indexification also, but not all, of course, yeah. Brian, I have mine all going in GSA, and it seems to be indexing okay. So since you guys are familiar with Money Robot, I think I'll just go into Money Robot. I mean, there's a few people that have it that have never used it, so we'll do that. Okay, so Money Robot is right here. I want to say it's a dummy down version of SC Nuke. I used to run SC Nuke, and if you have SC Nuke, you can use it instead of using these programs. I had a really hard time using SC Nuke. I just couldn't wrap my head around it at all. It was really hard for me. So one of the first things that you want to do with Money Robot is set up a catch-all domain. If you don't know how to do that, which I kind of knew how to do it, but I didn't want to take the time to figure it out, I got a hold of Nick, who is the guy who made Money Robot, and he went in and made my catch-all and made the profile for me. It only took him 5 minutes to do it. I only had to give him my cPanel information. He set up the profile, and it was done. You can use things like Hotmail, Yahoo, AOL. You can use other emails because you're basically registering on Web 2.0, but then you're going to have a lot of emails, and it gets messy. So if you use your catch-all, it's seriously easy to do it. Your campaigns are, so how you would start a campaign is you would just go to New Campaign, and then Nick, the guy who created it, has a bunch of different diagrams. Some of these I bought, and some of them people have created. And then Nick had some in here. The low competition ones, even if I have high competition, I always use the low competition because I can get the low competition campaign to run within 24 hours, so I can really run a low competition every day, and it seems to do better, and it's faster than the medium competition. I bought the local takeover, God, Galaxy, footprint breakup, diamond, Web 2.0 takeover, and untouchable. I bought all those. I don't even use them because they take I think it was diamond took almost a week and a half to run it. And I have a lot of videos that I need to work through, so the low competition ones is the easiest thing I do. So the new one that I just got was made by Clint Butler. He made a embed campaign. I haven't run it yet, but from the looks of it, it looks like it's not that big. So you can actually, if you hit this magnifying glass, you can go in and see what they look like. But so this is what I normally do so I do low competition, and then we'll put in a money site URL. So I'll bring up one of my URLs. We'll use this one. So we're going to run backlinks to this one. So my money URL is my lead generation, and then the state, and then the city. And then I usually put a YouTube video in there. So we'll just pull this YouTube video URL out so we can show you guys. And then the keywords to rank for, we're just going to list these. The article title, I already have something spun. Actually, it's not spun. Let me see, does that have the spinning title in it? Does not. Okay, so the article title is my keywords, which I already spun. Just paste that right in there. And then my regular article. And I paste that in, and then I click on spin article, and then it just spun it, and then I can click on preview. And then it spun the article, it spun the keywords for me. It says this Adobe Flash will not support it because it's on my VPS. But when actually posted, it posts fine. Like, this is simple, easy, right, guys? Okay, so when you have Nick set up your catch-all, if you, like, right underneath it, where this campaign one is, if you right-click, you can, and then it comes up advanced. So it has to be underneath that white box. You right-click, click on advanced, and then web profiles. I don't know if it brings it up for me. Okay, it does. So this is one of the ones that I've done. Like, this is a catch-all email, and the domain is ABC Music. And he set that all up for me. So, like, if I had a bunch of catch-alls, I could pick whatever one. I just click that. You can create new accounts or use existing. They have categories. You know, if you want to keep just things in like drug rehab or like AC repair. I don't. I always create new accounts. It's just sometimes easier just to go with the plain Jane. I think that you probably get better posting sometimes if you use existing accounts, but I have so many existing codes that I want new ones. You can use generic keywords in there. I don't use any of these other options. Only advanced option I do is the ABC Music. You can change your blog titles, your blog address. The spread submissions over, I want it to run as fast as it can run, so I do not drip feed. I just leave it at 0. The ones like Diamond and Galaxy and God, if you still leave it at 0 days, it pretty much is going to still drip feed because it can't run in 1 day. So I don't really pay attention to that spread submission over because it's not very fast. And then I would click on Start Campaign. Then it's creating it, but we're going to pause it because we don't want it to do anything. This Money Robot uses their own proxies. You can add your proxies in there. You have to add CAPTCHA in there also. You know, something like death by capture, whatever. So we'll rename that. Edit. So like we could just name it drug repair. We have 1. And then we're going to, it's not going to let me clone it, really. So we go and have to do a new campaign again and pick the other blog network and social bookmarks. Why isn't it going to let me? Usually it lets you clone a project and you can just swap out the campaign, but for some reason it's not letting me do it. So what I do is for each city and for each like niche, I run 3 campaigns. So this drug rehab, I would run the low competition blog network and article directories. I would run the blog network and social bookmarks, and I would run the blog network and social posts. So I run 3 campaigns per city, per niche. Does that make sense to you guys? So I really have 3 campaigns for each one. That's what I'm saying. I've tried these, like, these are new ones that he just put out this last week. They're not bad. They run like Web 2.0s, but these little competitions ones can run in a day. So that's why I do these ones. It's just links. How many videos get promoted per campaign? So I have 1 video per campaign. So when all said and done, it doesn't have like high submission rate. So I think probably when it's all said and done, I might have maybe 600 backlinks that have actually been made to the YouTube video. Does it bring in any photos? I don't know, and I probably can't look at it that way. Let's look at it this way. You would have to go to advanced. Yeah, so you can add image URLs, and you can do it before the article or after the article. So you got to have the URL, and then it'll insert it. You can also do that with the YouTube video. But I actually put it in my, I put it in my script. So this is my embed, and then that is my anchor link right there. It's Money Robot is like dumb easy. I was kind of like didn't want to use it at first because I wasn't. It's hard to like start somebody on a new software when you're really used to working with GSA. So I put it off for a good month. I'm getting like some movement. It's not huge or anything, but I think it's helping. The only issue is that they're not getting links indexed. So once this will all say completed, and then you go to URLs, and then I export it, or I'm sorry, I copy it to clipboard, and then I put all those into GSA. So I'm building links to try to get them indexed. Do I ever use the actual YouTube link when I click on advanced feature? Let's see. Advanced. Right there. I don't because I put in the article body. That's really the only reason why I don't. You can do it either way. If you're going to put it in this box right here, then don't put it in the article body. Otherwise, it's going to be posting twice. So, John, I use Money Robot in conjunction with GSA. Money Robot does embeds. So it's kind of like it's FCS, kind of like SidWire, kind of like RankWiz. It builds embeds. And as everyone knows, that's how you really rank YouTube videos is by doing embeds. You can also rank websites with Money Robot. It's a lot safer. You know, you're posting on Web 2.0s and profiles. So, again, I do 3 campaigns per video. And I always do the low competition. Even if it's hard competition, so what? I mean, I can do 1 low competition every single day because I run all 3 of them. Like if you ran the medium competition, it would take you 2 to 3 days to complete it. The super high competition, it can take like 5-10 days. I mean, that's way too long for me. I need to get my links out there. And then I take it to GSA and index it. So that is Money Robot. Is there any questions about Money Robot that I can specifically answer? Just about Money Robot, not about GSA or anything like that. It's I don't know the price on it. You'd really have to go look now. I think it's like $250, $499, something like that. I got it at a discount rated. So I use this every day, and I use it with every YouTube video. Yes, Mike. So once the campaign runs, and is completed, it'll say like, it'll say completed. And then I just go to URLs, copy URLs to clipboard, and then I go to my GSA server. Do you run all 3 competition submissions together? Yep, I sure do, Richard. I run all 3 at the same time. And also another thing, these threads here, if you put it on auto, like it depends on your computer. I've ran it like at 25, I've read it at 9, I've read it at 1, I read it at 30. It does not make a difference at all, so I keep it at between 10 and 15. It's on my VPS. I've ran it on my PC before. There's like no difference. Just stick it on any kind of VPS and run it at 5 to 10 threads, and you'll be fine. If you're trying to, so if I'm trying to rank 3 videos, I would be doing 9 campaigns altogether. Yeah. That's right, Mike. Lloyd, if my links don't get indexed, why do you use it? I use it because in my eyes, it does not matter if it's not indexed or not. I still believe that Google sees it. I've done some testing with Money Robot that I know 4 links out of 300 have been indexed, and I've seen some pretty big gains. So you can't tell me it's because only 3 were indexed. So I know that it works, but I'm trying to force them to still get indexed. And not only am I forcing that, I'm building up my Web 2.0s to be more powerful at the same time. How many embeds do the 3 low competitions give you? Let me go look at my GSA server and I'll be able to tell you that. All right, let's stop that. Just give it a minute to stop. I had it running at 1,000 threads, so it's almost done. Okay, so Rick Hill had, okay, we're going to close that. So the the campaign Rick Hill, I had 5 campaigns running for this one. He's a DJ in my local area, and I'm going to a DJ conference next week, and I wanted to have proof that I could rank something within a week. So I set up 5 campaigns, and out of those 5 campaigns gave me, well, that's not accurate because, let me see, we'll go to edit, oh, not edit. We're going to go look at them. Show URLs, verified. Yeah, so these also had FCS. So that's not a good example. Here we go. The Drug Rehab, Akron, Ohio. Let's show URLs, verified. So these were all done with Money Robot because I know what Money Robot's links look like. It's like 8 tracks, all 4 webs. It's a lot of Web 2.0 profiles too. So I set up, was it 5, maybe 5 low competition, and I had 908 links that were in Money Robot. And I didn't even, I'm sure some of them are dead because that's kind of how you play when you have Web 2.0s, but I'm still building links to them. So the 908 are all verified, and the 13,000 underneath that are all linking to those 908 properties. Like all those verified links, it's backlinking all the verified links. So I'm boosting all of those posts. Does that make sense? That's Weebles. So in three campaigns, I'm guessing you're going to have maybe 500 verified links. So I use, we can just go into FCS since it's already up here. So I use FCS, and I use SidWire, and I use Rank-Gold, and I use Money Robot, and I use GSA. GSA is always my go-to tool, though. If you don't have any of the other tools, you don't want to buy them, GSA is the one tool that you want to get. It's like my favorite VA, basically. So it's really, like, really easy to set up a campaign. You just, like, hit start. You put your URL. Well, first, like, you want to pick where to submit. We'll just do check all. You can do check none. You can uncheck engines with no follows, that do no anchor, that have no keywords. I mean, there's so many different options in here. It's ridiculous. The ones that I always do is article, blog, directory, document sharing, forum, guestbook, image comment, microblog, RSS, sometimes comes and goes, social bookmark, social network, trackbacks, URL shortening, video, and wiki. I do not do Web 2.0s because for the Web 2.0s to work in GSA, you have to have a extra add-on, and I do my Web 2.0s with FCS. You can do it with Money Robot. You can do it with SidWire. There's no point to build them this way. You can do video adult. I mean, I just don't pick that. I don't do the refer, I don't do the pingback, I don't do the indexer, and I don't do exploits. The only reason why I don't do indexer because I have my own indexing service. Mine is called the Incredible Indexer. You can use indexification, you can use express indexer. I mean, there's lots of them out there. For the blog comment, you just like click on that plus and it opens and closes it. I always deselect Blogspot and blogspot.es. And the reason why I do is because they're a false positive. Out of like 100,000 it says that you posted, it's really maybe 50 of them that are actually there. So you're wasting a lot of resources. And when you buy people's lists, they always have blog comments on there, but if you go look at them, they're not even there. So I don't even post on them. The rest is really explanatory. It's like URL, keywords, anchor text. I'm linking to YouTube videos, so I don't care what any of this other stuff says because it does not matter. I want to do keywords. I don't change any of the defaulting, so like the guest comment or anything. So you would put in your title, your category, description, description. Like if you don't hit OK, it's not going to let me do it. So you can't like really. I mean, I screwed a project up, but it's the only time you really screw a project up is when you screw up the URL or the keyword. So that really is the thing you guys gotta watch. Article manager, to add an article, you click add, enter manually, you put title in the body, and you need to spin it or click on spin. You can do embeds with GSA. I don't. I mean, you can do it. It's right here, insert up to. So you would put one random related video to the article. You would click on own URL, and then you would put the URL, your embedded URL right there. I don't. There's no reason why I don't, but I just don't do that. And then I use the same article more than one time, so I deselect that. So there's nothing selected here. My options, basically, you leave most of it on default. You switch this in form field to be changed to choose random. I don't use the GSA SEO indexer, so I deselect that, and then I select these three. Try to always place a URL, continuously try to post, and try to locate a new URL on no engine match. A lot of people deselect that. I just select it. It gives me more places to post. This is where you're doing your, like if you're going to scrape with GSA, which I highly suggest you not to do, you want to scrape with things like GScraper or Scrapebox, and then import your target list. This is where you can pick where you want to use identified, submitted, or verified. And then if you want to post on the same site again, if you want a certain amount of, you only want to post on sites with 50 outgoing links, you can do that. You can skip sites with like PR below, like if you want to do below 1 or 2, but just remember PR has not been updated in almost 2 years. So you're going to miss a lot of sites by doing that. I wish that Sev would update that to saying sites with PA below like 30, because it would be a little bit more relevant, because PA gets updated once a month, but he hasn't yet. And then if you want to skip sites with words appearing that are vulgar, or like if you don't want certain words in the URL, you don't want to do sites from like Chinese or whatever, skip these sites. Those options are, you know, pretty easy. That's where you put your email verification. GSA will create some for you. I used to use Mailcatch and Spam Advert and Spam Blog, but they have Nokia Mail in there now. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool, because that's a good one to use. Right now I'm using SEO Spartans for a catch-all. I think it's like, I have 10. I don't even know how much that is. 10 for maybe $28, $25. You can use one catch-all for all your campaigns. I didn't know that, so that's why I bought 10. Notes, your APIs. So for your API, the only thing that I pay attention for is my FCS networker. I put my API key in there, and then I would put my project ID in there, and then hit OK. And then GSA will pull in my FCS verified links that it makes. So I don't have to like go in here, copy, paste, add them in, it'll pull it right in. Totally awesome feature, best thing that they made. And I just started using this API feature. I used to just copy and paste it in because I didn't even know that was there. But that's pretty cool. That's really what GSA is. It builds automated links for you. Like I have Amazon projects that have had 40,000. Most of them had 40,000 links built to them. Then almost all these already are ranking #1 for several hundred terms. It keeps track of how many verified you've done, submitted in a day. Your proxies, you can use public proxies, private proxies. I recently just started using public proxies, and it's working out really good. So I'm actually might be canceling my private ones. Yeah, Ryan, that's 40,000 on the first tier, but the first tier though, I mean that's a YouTube video. So there's 40,000 terms. Like if I click on edit, here's my YouTube video URL. Here's my keywords. And there's more keywords, and then my my articles and stuff like that. It's going to a YouTube video, and YouTube videos can tolerate that much spam. That's pretty low compared to what I'm normally doing in a day. Dennis, I'm still doing for like, kind of depends. For Amazon, I'm doing as many keywords as I possibly can. For lead generation, I backed off, and I'm trying to do like between 60 and 100. Do I ever put more than one video? Ryan, I don't understand your question. I want to reword it again. Yeah, John, so I don't care about my anchor text ratio at all because it's a YouTube video. Like, if you can't do that with like websites, obviously. But for YouTube videos, you can. For Facebook, you can. For S3, you can. I mean, it's for any Web 2.0 property, you know, WordPress, blog, Tumblr, whatever, those type of things, you can just run links at them. They're spam friendly. They can tolerate it. Do I ever put more than one video in a campaign in the same niche? I don't. I always make one campaign per video. I used to do things like, let me see. Like you used to do it. I used to do it this way. You have your, oops. So you have your YouTube video, and then you can still do this. I don't do it now. My hashtag. Where's my hashtag? Number 3. And then I would do keyword, and then like the same URL or a different video with like that keyword. And then you can just put all those in one campaign. But I don't do that anymore. It kind of like blew up my GSAs, and I was having problems trying to keep track of everything. So now I do one video per niche. You can use GSA for, I'm sorry, let me see, Article Manager. You can use Content Machine. I think you click on Edit. So, and you can use Article Builder, Big Content Search, Content Machine. Yeah, you can use all of them. I don't. I just put my description in that I put in my YouTube video, but I used to use WAC. It was fine. I just I'm lazy now. I don't want to take a lot of time out on it. My second tiers would be this. So it's not really second tier though. Okay, so my first tier, remember that Akron, Ohio that I was talking about? So my first tier is the Money Robot links, and then my second tier, which is right here, those are building links to the Money Robot links. So I have 13,000 links building to the Money Robot links, and I have 908 links that have been built to the YouTube video. If that makes sense. Yep, I don't worry about dupe content at all in anything that I do. Like websites, whatever, nothing. I don't care about dupe content because dupe content ranks. Dennis, yeah, you need to use embeds for YouTube. I mean, definitely. You can't, you're not going to be able to rank very well if you don't have embeds. Even in YouTube and in Google. So my public proxies, let me see, go to options, go to submissions, then you can click on configure, then you click on options. So this is where you get your public proxies, is that I have it, just one second. Okay, so this searches for new proxies every 30 minutes. Only if there's less than 300 active. It tests all good, bad, public only. I have a disable anything that is dead. 500 threads, 15-second timeouts. I got these settings from a Skype group, and I mean I've had GSA almost since it almost came out maybe 3 years ago, and up until this last month I've been using private ones, and private ones get really expensive when you have 100 servers. So I just started to use public ones. They're working really good. They're posting really good, as you can see. I did 106,000 submissions today. 14,000 have been verified, but you can see that I have 43,000 that still need to be gone through and verified, which is pretty good. And that was all on public proxies. My server that I use is from OVH. OVH.com. I buy one dedicated. My dedicated is roughly $109, I believe it is. And then I have a couple contacts, and he splits up my one dedicated into 4 VPSs. And that's how my VPSs run, is like, I mean, basically you buy a VPS for $25, and if you have 4, it's $100, so that's basically what I've done. I pay an extra $10, $15. But I know who's using all of the speed and all, like, I couldn't be on anyone else's servers. I mean, I would use way too much power. That's why I have them all on my own. If you don't want to do that and you want to get a VPS and try it out, I used to always say to go to Solid SEO VPS, but they had some recent problems with their VPSs going down because of OVH knocked them out. But if you go into, let me see, is it in options? He used to have, down here, he used to have VPSs. But I don't remember who, is it, okay, so he also is recommending Solid SEO VPS. Offshore VPS is just another VPS company. I don't think they're very good, though, because I had a guy who asked me to log into his VPS and set up his GSA, and I couldn't even get it running because I kept saying that GSA was already in use. So I'm not going to say to go with offshore. I mean, if you offshore, how much of the VPS is there? $25? You might as well just get one from OVH. OVH, I believe, has cloud VPSs, but I'm not sure. Is there any? You pay $70 with all the software, like GSA is actually on the VPS. Yeah, and Money Robot. Okay, well, I mean, if that's what you, and I should just set up my VPSs like that and just rent them out if that's the case. $70 for all of them. That wouldn't be a bad idea. But I don't know. I've never used it, so I can't say whether it's good or not. I use OVH, so that's GSA. Let me close that quick. Okay, so next, I'm going to show you Xenoposter, even though nobody has it. I think it's an awesome tool. It's my, like, before I fell in love with GSA, I was in love with Xenoposter for several years. Xenoposter is like, you can set up your own projects and templates. It builds it by iMacros. It's pretty, like, difficult to build a template. So I have them built by someone on Odesk, on Fiverr, on their actual forums. They're not that expensive to have made. It's like $15, $20. It's really, really good. This is the cool thing with this thing. So this right here, you can see this is Xenoposter, but that's just the program. Like, you have to have templates. And I bought this thing called ZenBlog. And so here's a project that I made, and I'll show you it. So I just, like, click on this little pencil. You put the project name. The project name is like what your keywords are going to be. So if you're doing drug rehab, I did drug rehab Akron, Ohio. You really should have spun. I should have spun this or made it some different random name, but like I didn't know what I was doing at the time, so that's why I named it. These are your keywords, which you can spin. This is the email config that I put in. Your YouTube video, which is like your embed. Your blog's data, keywords, title, and then your post. Let me see, did I put my embed in there? Yep, I did. And then you fill in the information for the Web 2.0 bookmarks also. So you have to fill all that out first, which seems like a lot of work, but like it's really not. Only take, it takes maybe 20 minutes to fill it all out. Not bad. Okay. Then you would hit save, and then like you click add, and then you add this template, and then it goes in post, and then it tells you the results. So if I clicked on the B, it tells me the blogs that this project made. So it says all the addresses, the logins, the passwords, and then the data made. And I went and looked at these. I think the top two might be dead, but let me see if I can click on it this way. Nope, I can't. Let me see if I can. Yep, here it is. So this is one of the blogs that ZenBlog made. I can't click on the post. Oh, I'm on the post. Okay, seriously. That's the post. So it posted the YouTube video, did not post the embed. But it still has the link on it, which is fine for me. And I didn't get charged credits from FCS to make that. And it's just another property that I can build links on and build authorityship. So this is what I bought. It's called ZenBlog. It has screenshots on it. I think it was pretty cheap. Let me think. Let's see. So if we go to, let me see if I can log out so I can see the price. Oh, let me see. If I go to downloads, maybe. So I bought also Zen Host that has free hosting account creators, and then it also does the posting, and it makes the accounts. So it's $69. I bought Zen Pin that will do pin interest clone sites, so I have a list of all the pin interest sites that it'll post on. So I can pin basically my YouTube video is what I'm doing. I did not get Zen files though. So I bought Zen Blog, Zen Host, and Zen Pin. I think Zen, I can't find the price. We'll log out quick. I think it was like $79, $59. Blog. So it's $109 1 month subscription. So your startup is $109 basically, and then I think it's like, I don't know, $25 a month I probably pay. He updates it all the time because you guys know Web 2.0 sites change their code, so he updates it at least once a month. So you're going to get some things that don't post, but just send him a message and he'll update it when he does it next time. So, and I really like this ZenBlog because I don't get charged any credits with FCS. What I'm trying to do is get rid of using FCS because they use my credits. And I have, so a regular FCS account a lifetime comes with like 12,000 or 15,000. But I have 75,000 because I pay an extra $100 a month to get that submission rate. And if you think 75,000 is just crazy, there's no way you would go through it. I go through it within 2 weeks when I run it. So it gets really expensive. So that's why I'm trying to use the same places that I can drop embeds, but use it with the Zen poster, with Money Robot, with Rankled, and with SidWire. And SidWire just added a couple new features that I haven't played around with. Like, they have a YouTube feature. I don't know if that's building links to my YouTube video or if that's like doing comments on YouTube. I don't even know yet. I just noticed it, but I haven't played with it yet. So I'm trying to get rid of FCS. Not because it's not good, because I really like FCS. I don't like the credit system, though. I don't like having to pay monthly fee. But I understand to keep up with coding that that's how life is. And that, I mean, that's the only way to go around that is to get a program like Money Robot where it doesn't always index everything. So if you're asking why I use all of these programs, it's because some stuff indexes good, some stuff does not index good, but it's an offset. And you need to have a good number of embeds. You need to be able to build up your embed network. You need to be able, essentially making a PDN network out of my Web 2.0s. So the domains that, people are like, oh my God, that's super powerful. It has a trust flow of a 40 or 30 or whatnot. That's what I'm trying to build out of Web 2.0s. The credits do reset monthly with FCS. But when you build as many YouTube videos and you're trying to take over many cities, you need to have the capability to blow up embeds. That Rick Hill campaign that I showed you guys, I did 125,000 embeds on that one YouTube video. And it ranks #1, but to make it do that, I also had to buy 2 big credits with FCS, and I used the other programs, but I needed to have a lot of power. Do embed 5 workers work? Yep, John, they definitely do. But if you keep in mind, if you're building a lot of YouTube videos, it's going to get expensive. It's cheaper to do a route like this. For an average video campaign, how many embeds would you need to rank #1? It depends upon your competition. Depends upon who's trying to come up also. So I always start with 1,000 embeds, and I'll give it a few days and make sure some stuff gets indexed and see where it pops in at. I mean, that's really the only. I can't say do 20,000 embeds for an AC repair video because I don't know where the location is. Are you able to let your VA use same Wirecast purchase? Ryan, do not buy Wirecast. I will put a link in for free Wirecast. If you are going to have a VA do it, if they're not in the U.S. and where your YouTube video was, where I said you first have to log in and do the initial video, you will have to re-verify it. So if you're going to have a VA do it, like in the Philippines or something like that, you need to get them on a private proxy and have them log in from there first. Or you can log in too, as long as the other person always uses a private proxy. The problem with that is that you're like relying on that person to do it. And if they screw up and they log in wrong and your account has been aged, it can easily get banned. So I would be careful with doing that. Mike, the YouTube, the big thumbnail video is in the Facebook group. And we're also putting it on the member section too. An estimated number of backlinks needed based on the population ranges. Generally, like, what population range are you talking, Jack? Is it going to be over our 50,000 or under 50,000? Cities that I choose. So, okay, so cities that I choose. So here is my spreadsheet of my cities, and each city, you know, like it tells me the zip code and the population. I think my rule of thumb is that anything under, let's see, Anchorage, 3,000, 6,000, 31,000, 30. So anything that is under, I thought I had 10,000 on there, but I didn't. Anything under something like 10,000 population, you probably should do at least a good 1,000 embeds and see where that comes in. If it's like over 10,000, you're probably going to need, you know, something like 2,500 embeds. If it's over 50,000, you're going to need at least 10,000 embeds. All of that is based on competition, though, because I ranked Anchorage that has 291,000, and I had maybe 50 embeds. So that's why you always start with 1,000 and see where it comes in at. If it's on page 1, you know you don't need that many. If it's on page 3, you need about 500. If it's on page 10, pop it with 5,000. If that, I don't know if that helps you or not, Jake, or Jack, sorry. Brian, I don't know why you get you get a big watermark on Wirecast because you're probably not using the right version of it. I'll put it in the Facebook group after we're done with the video. Okay? John, it is in the files group. The YouTube account provider is in the files group. I'm sorry, it's in the files area in the Facebook group. My process to get the 1,000 embeds, it's using FCS. You know, pick whatever poison, basically. FCS, SidWire, Rank Gold, Money Robot, Zenaposter, X-Runner. X-Runner does not do embeds though, but it is very powerful for linking. So I do use it, but it does not do embeds. If you're like, oh my god, that's going to cost $600-700 for all those softwares, which it probably will be, start off smaller and do some Fiverr videos, because you can probably have a couple hundred Fiverr videos made for $5 and start with that. Once you build up your clientele, once you build up your lead generation, then you buy a program. That's how I first started off, is as each client I got, as each payment I got, then I would buy another program. Yeah, Richard, my YouTube videos rank all over the world. They rank in the UK, the New Zealand, yeah, Japan, Thailand. You know, there's no place that they don't rank. So Dennis, if you're needing embeds, I'm going to be opening up a embed network service, likely around the 1st of May, the 2nd of May, or the 2nd week in May. So you can always use me. You can use Fiverr gigs. I don't know. I think the HW might be a little bit more expensive than what I would pay for just having embeds, because remember, like, these embeds are going to slide off the home page. I mean, you're going to have a page, but you're going to have to, like, build links to it and bring the power up on it. That's why I build my own. Leslie, I have not had a video that I cannot bring in on the first page result. I did Garcinia back in January, and we brought it in on the first page. So I haven't come across a niche. I mean, people say they have, they go in niches and they don't see a video on the first page, but I guess that to me is just like excuses. Like, you might as well just try it. Why don't you try it? If it doesn't, if you have enough power to it, it's going to work. It's just like, are you patient enough, you know? The YouTube category I put is, yeah, people and blogs. I don't even change my category because I just like don't even pay attention to that. The foreign rankings, Dennis, I do everything the same exact way that I do in the U.S. There's nothing I do different except for like the scripts and linking to the foreign keywords, but that's like it. Yeah, Troy, you can put that video. Troy's going to put a video for the YouTube Live and Wirecast in the Facebook group. How many links and embeds for Garcinia did I do? So I knew I was going up some against Dory, and I had a client of mine that we were going to go half and half in, and you know, I had the video made for $5, I think it was, and it took me like almost 4 weeks. It took me longer than I would have liked it, but it's, you know, whatever. We did about 800,000 G-Scraper links. We did 1.5 million X-Runner links, like profile, Web 2.0 type things like that. And then for the embeds, it was over what, like, it was a lot. I don't know how many it was, but it's probably been the most I've ever done. So it was probably over 200,000. The niche was Garcinia, and we had it to number 8, and there was sales coming in on eBay, or I mean on Amazon, and it was time to give me my commission for half the sales, and the client didn't follow through, so I pulled the video down, and that, you know, that ended our relationship after that. So that was the end of that, pretty much. Okay, so yep, I'm gonna do the 301s now, John. So this is a different linking method. Are you picking up, Abby? Okay, let's see. So the 301s, a lot of the really neat things with YouTube videos is that by doing this special link, like, no one else knows that you're doing this because no one else can find it. Okay, so are you all excited about finding it? Let me see. Okay, so here we go. The hidden one is the HTTP youtube.com watch your video URL, and then this is the big thing. You put equals your main keyword with pluses between each word. So if it's like, drug, Akron, Ohio. So my keyword would be drug, Akron, Ohio, and so I just put like a plus in between it. Okay. You copy that out. You go to a domain, like preferably at EMD or a powerful domain, one of the two. You put that in your registrar in both boxes. I mean, this is Namecheap. I would guess that GoDaddy is the same type of thing. Put URL redirect and click on Save Changes. And then when, oh my God, my dog has a squeak toy. And then, Jackson, come here. And then, if you go, like, my computer's a little bit slower, but let's go to my VPS. Come here, Jax. Oh, do you want that one? 7. So I put my URL in. It's not going to update yet. Give it a few minutes and it'll update. So essentially what it's going to do is when you go to test11.us, it's just going to go to the regular YouTube video. But it actually, like, Google thinks it's going to the YouTube video with the keywords. So it makes it more powerful. Like, you're linking to the keywords secretly because no one else can see it. Nobody can see this even with Ahrefs because it's like, because it has the keywords in there basically. So when I do even my regular 301s that I do for Web 2.0s, I would do it like this. So I would put it there, and there, and there. Oop, darn it. There. Okay, and I copy and paste. So this is my 301 code for like Web 2.0s. You know, like Weebles, Tumblrs, Blogspots, WordPress, whatever I can 301. We'll go to Weeble. We'll just make a continue. My site. You go to settings. Let me see, SEO, I believe. You put it in the header code. Put it right there. And save. Then click on publish. Don't ask me again. Leave it on other. Continue. Publish site. Okay, and if I click on H0Lly test, it should go to my YouTube video. I don't. Oh Lord. That's enough of that. I don't like that it gives that message though part. I mean, I have it at 0 seconds, so it'll redirect fine. Let me go see if that URL is indexing right yet. No, it's not. It might take a little bit because I just did it, but I'll save it again. So basically then what I would do is this YouTube video, or this Weeble account, where's it at? My site. So, so my terms are AC Repair Miami, Florida, which I redirected it there. So what I would do is in GSA, and in all my spamming software, basically, I would send all AC Repair Miami, Florida keywords to this Weeble.com, and it flows through to that YouTube video. Same way with like this. I would send all of the links to test11.us once I know it like actually is going at the YouTube video, once it actually shows up. And all links there. So all of my juice is going to funnel up through my Weeble, through the test USA, or the test one, through whatever I can get to 301 basically is going to go to the YouTube video. I send all the links then to the URLs that I have forwarding to the YouTube video. And you're going to say, why do you do that? Why aren't you just doing it to the video? The reason why I am doing embeds to the video, but I'm sending the links to like these other properties is the reason is because when you get flagged, because it's going to happen, you know, because you have competition. Once the video gets up there, it's eventually going to be flagged by somebody. You know, you're going to have at least one video. When it gets flagged, that video then is gone. But in this circumstance, the URLs are still there. The video's just gone. So all you have to do is go in and edit it, change that URL out, and the YouTube video is back up again. Like, it might take 24 hours. It just takes as long as the 301 takes to kick in, basically. It takes, like, longer doing it this way for ranking. But it's the only way to protect the YouTube videos from, you know, constantly starting over, is by sending links to a 301. And it works really good. I mean, I'm going to read the questions. Let me see. Where did I stop? Okay. Yeah, Ryan, I have 1,000 GSA threads going. I have like 300 public proxies, though, and my server can tolerate it. I don't monitor the diversity of link types at all. I always do the same ones as I always do. So you put it on a Weeble. Do you blast the Weeble with the links? Yep, that's what I do. Is I blast like through GSA, through XRunner. I would blast this Weeble URL, and then it would follow through up through the YouTube video. So it's like sending juice up. John, I'm not doing that with my asbestos videos yet. No, because I'm still making them. Lloyd, I went over the big YouTube image in the video that's in the Facebook group. How many 301s would you need to see movement? Like I start off with 10, so I'll do 10 Weebles, and I usually will pick 10 Weebles that already have power on them with high page authority and stuff like that. And then I'll just 301 all of them to the YouTube video and really go from there. Leslie, I have a, this is my organizer, my scheduler. Like, I write down the YouTube video and I write down the URL, and then the next niche, I go to the next Excel sheet. That's pretty much it. Lloyd, so you can promote whichever links that you want in the tools. Like, you can do it the 301 way, which is the safe way to, if your videos get flagged, then that's doing the safe way, or you can just put the YouTube video URL in also. Like, there's no right or wrong way to do that. You just pick your campaign and put your URL in and go to town. What is the point of the Weeble if the 301 for the domain gets to the website? The point of it is when the YouTube video gets flagged, you can switch it out quick and send it to your new YouTube video, and that the new video will rank them because all your links are actually going to the website. No, you can't point more than one domain at more than one, like, URL. You have one domain per URL. That's why I do, like, Weebles and Tumblrs and stuff like that. Yeah, John, I find them and I build them. Yep, I have 10 Weebles in the same account. You can only do 10 in one account at a time. Yep, Lloyd, I actually promote the Weeble.com URL because that Weeble is being redirected to my YouTube video. For the hidden notification, you have anything before the, it's just the YouTube, yeah, it's the YouTube ID. Let me see. Yeah, so it's the youtube.com watch, the ID, and then equals, and then your keyword terms. And, like, there's people, I'm not going to say who they are, but there's people who only have one link going to their YouTube video, and everything else is hidden, just like this. There's only one other guy who I know is doing it like that, and it's the only reason why I can't track him, is because I cannot track this kind of code. I haven't been able to figure out how to. I don't know if I am not using the right tools, but I can't reverse people who do this. So if I can't reverse it, I don't think anyone else can reverse it. I don't manage a call center, Jerry. The PPC lead companies all do that. Anthony, you need to use, so that's kind of a hard question. So if you want to scrape for stuff, Bandit is a good one for that. I have this one going for the Weebles. You just create campaigns. You put your information, your keywords, your footprints, and then you have to add in the money by PayPal. That's Scraper Bandit. If you, I mean, you can use Scrapebox too. Like, you don't have to use Bandit. You can Scrapebox, G-Scrape, or something like that. The $12 PBNs, Jerry, is like name cheap. You just go and buy expired ones. Greg, it took me like a long time. Like, I didn't make money for a good 4 years probably when I first started off, and the last couple years have been very good for me. So, and that's just because I haven't gave up on things. Otherwise, like, I could have gave up really easily and been like, screw this, I'm going back to work somewhere else because I'm not making any money. But if you stay with it and you don't give up on it and continue and see what works, then you're going to exceed, you know? Anthony, I don't like getting tumblers because they have a ban friendly. They just ban you so often. Same thing like with WordPress. They just, I don't waste my time with stuff that's going to ban me. I can build it on different domains, you know? Do you prefer to cost per lead versus monthly SEO feeds? So I have I have a couple thousand clients, but I have my clients that I've lasted for, you know, it's been a couple years, so they pay $250 a month, like my salons and stuff like that. But then I really prefer lead generation over anything else because I like lead generation. I hated it when I first started. I hated it, but I like it now. Can I rank a video anywhere worldwide? I think if I like put my head down and didn't do anything else and I couldn't get something to rank, that I could rank it, but it would, like, if it's not going to rank for me within a couple months, I haven't come across something that has not ranked for me. So if it's something like casino, like, I don't have any interest in it. So I rank for stuff that at least, like, I know I'm going to be able to rank for. Casino is like a general term of casino. Like, I'm not going to try to rank for that. I don't have any interest in that. I don't have a list of places to do the 301, Leslie. Like, I Googled it. That's how I think you can do Blogspot. I think you can do Tumblr. You can do WordPress. If it doesn't have, you just put like a I would think that you just put an HTML code in there then. Jerry, I always prefer to do a video over a business website. I don't like doing business websites because I have a tendency to tank them. So, like, I know what my strong suit is, and I know where I fail at. And so, why try things that I fail at when I can bring the same kind of structure in with the videos? It's kind of a win-win, you know? Do what you're good at. Don't sit there and struggle if you can't rank a website. I can rank a website, but it's not going to rank for very long. It's going to tank. Car insurance and homeowners. We do car insurance. We have previously done real estate in Virginia and in Utah, and it was not hard for me at all. So those are pretty easy. I only do YouTube Lives. I don't do Hangouts anymore because YouTube Lives have better quality. Yeah, Ryan, the GSA redirect tool, I don't, that's like a separate add-on, right? If it's a separate add-on, I don't use that. I use the URL shortener in GSA, but I don't use a separate tool, no. Like, you're basically doing stacking with the URLs. You're sending links to links to links to links that go all up. That's stacking. I think I covered everything that I said I was going to cover in this one. So the webinar 1 will be updated tomorrow. We'll have it in the Facebook group and we'll have it on the members section. Is there any more quick questions that I can answer, and then I am going to call it a day. The black hat stuff, again, is in the Facebook group. There's a YouTube video. And you're going to have questions because I made it a little bit more broader. So write down your questions so you know what questions you're going to have on Thursday, because I'm not going to come with content. So if there's no questions, then like it's going to be boring. Gil, I use all of my own name. I know people like Derek Pierce says he uses a fake name generator, so either one of them works. I use my own name. Ryan, I am starting to use that keyword URL for all backlinks now that I know I can't. I was like testing it to see if it's really works as well as we thought it did, and it does, and I was trying to see if I could reverse engine it, and I haven't been able to. So that doesn't mean you can't do it. I haven't been able to figure it out yet. How does that drive traffic you can convert? The YouTube video traffic converts fine. I mean, as long as it's on content, it's going to convert. Mike, it's in the Facebook group. If you don't have access to the Facebook group, go to the Facebook group, ask for the access, and then PM me on Facebook, and that way I know that, like, it's you. Gail, I'm going to talk to Kurt about a discount for the Lazarus crawler. That'll be covered in my video tomorrow, so you'll be able to see how to use it. I was actually putting in the wrong URL. That's why it wasn't working. The Facebook group is, just one second. It just never fails that they bark. That's why I did that. That's why I did the video ahead of time, because it just never fails. Okay. The Facebook group is in the question box. You guys all got the black hat video. It is right. I did not post it. Let's go post that quick. Oh my God. Stop. Come on now. So we'll put webinar 2. That fits. Okay. That's in there. The double verified post on Facebook, Troy, is right here. It says double verified YouTube text. Refresh the page if you don't see it. There's 3 different, or you can also, I think, go to, let me see, you go to files. It's in the files. Yeah, it's right there. Okay. All right, we're going to shut it down. Thanks for coming. We'll have the replay up as soon as I can get it encoded, which probably means tomorrow morning. Okay, you guys all have a good night.